Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by time whether movies, TV shows, or whatever the case may be, I guess you can say. So, yeah, getting another animal themed thing here, I guess you can say, to talk about story and whatnot. Because I've just figured, why the hell not? I've reviewed quite a few of these anyway, so what's another one? So it's this one here, folks. So something about a gorilla. And why not? Yeah, I did review a lot of animal themed features anyway in the past. So talking about another one, I guess, it's not gonna hurt, I guess. But that's kind of the thing though, when it comes to this. I believe there was a novel with the same title, which no, I have not read, just so you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna look at this as a movie, because that's basically what this is, a movie. But anyway, of course, as usual, I do have to talk about the plot, so let's get into it, shall we? So here we go. Yeah, obviously it's gonna center on Gorilla, like, of course. Anyway, there's this gorilla, and let's just say this gorilla does attempt to piece together his past with the help of an elephant, and of course, as they hatch a plan to escape from captivity. But of course, it's easier said than done. It's not gonna be as super easy. It's gonna be pretty complicated because it's it's pretty crazy. There's a bit of a complication here going on here, of course. But yeah, that's definitely is with this narration. When it comes to this stuff of animals, they're definitely gonna want to get out of here, of course. And yes, when it comes to the plot, this film does attempt to talk about the ethics. That's the thing, though. When it comes to this kind of a thing, is it really to keep able? Is it really moral to keep these animals in captivity? Is freedom really worth trading for security? And how free can you be if you're in the very cage? Is it wrong to keep an animal out of the wild, even if it's loved and given all the care the animals needed? So these kinds of things, of course, is raised up, obviously. Maybe it's not as simple as it may seem, of course. So it's something to think about. When it comes to the more high ground, when it comes to this kind of a thing, the pacing for this film is pretty brief, I guess you can say. I guess you can, of course. It's an enjoyable movie. And, I mean, okay, it might not be exactly mind blowing, fantastic, and not exactly something I'd call a masterpiece by any means, but it's definitely something I can say. It does bring up some things that may not be so simple. It's never so simple as they seem, of course. So there's that. But yeah, as a whole, I can say that this is definitely something I didn't mind watching. It's something that, okay, if you're an animal lover, if you like animals and whatnot, if this seems like a cup of tea, then definitely give this a shot. I mean, okay, it's a little corny. Yeah, okay, maybe it was. But then again, a lot of Disney movies are fairly corny anyway. And people seem to love them anyway, of course. And yeah, this film definitely tries to have a lot of heart, of course. I mean, there are some actors that are really well known that will appear here. So those fans of the actors that would watch this, and then those kids, and those animal lovers, of course. So it's definitely one of those movies that's trying to be a touching movie. I mean, yes, it's a pretty simple in some ways. Yes, I can say that. But that in itself doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, of course. I guess, if anything, it's about having a fair reflection about animal rights, friendship, business, and stuff like that. Having a balance of this kind of thing going on with the story is a good point, too, of course. Have a balance of everything. And the way that it's structured is pretty well done as well. So, yeah. Yeah, of course, it sounds familiar in a lot of ways because this kind of a story has been done before, obviously. I mean, yes, of course, there's lots of movies, there's lots of documentaries, there's a lot of TV shows novels or whatever that has a very similar premise. So okay, it's not exactly 100% original. Okay, sure. But all in all, altogether, it's not too bad. It's not too shabby, I suppose. I mean, okay, it's not something I'll call a masterpiece by any means, like I said a moment ago. But I don't know, it's simple storytelling. The small things and whatnot that come together in a period of time and whatnot. So it's something like that you can think of. So yeah, it's something that you can put together and whatnot. If this is, like I said, if you like animals, if you like movies about animals, having animals be in films, of course, then this is definitely something for you. Even if this is not your cup of tea, and then it's definitely something I can still recommend anyway. No matter what your age, it doesn't matter what your age is. This can be for kids, teenagers, or if you're a lot older. So yeah, this is definitely one of those movies that's trying to leave you with a warm feeling, of course, which obviously is not a bad thing. Uh, and I think that's a great thing. And so in that regard, I really don't have nothing much to complain about, really, because I can see what this movie's trying to do. I can see what it's trying to do as a whole, of course. The premise is something, like I said, we've seen a bunch of times before, obviously. But I guess you can say it's the execution, if anything, that could make it important. So, yeah, I guess you can say, folks, in regards of the narrative, it's fine, I guess. As generic as it is, the execution really does try to make you seem like get excited for what the events of the story, for the characters, and what have you, or whatever. If anything, it depends how it's done, I suppose. Anyway, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 6.8 out of 10. It gets a 6.8 out of 10 for me. And as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.